All right. Good evening, everybody. Whoever is watching, I don't imagine a ton of people are watching because it's New Year's Eve, but if you are watching, then thank you for joining me and welcome. All right. I am going to make sure that I'm not going to have my volume going out of control. Seems fine. I think. Just wait for the advertisement to go away, and then we'll make sure that my normal stream is also going to be fine. Let's do as soon as it shows up. That should be enough. Here. Hello? Maybe it's not. Is this not pointing to? It is, supposedly, pointing to perception. Why you no show up? There we go. Alright. Give me a second here. I was just going to double check the actual stream. Yeah, it looks like it's muted. Okay. So you won't hear the fact that I'm watching my own stream, so I can keep tabs on the stream, make sure things are the way they ought to be. I did not remember until just a little bit before starting tonight that I was going to go around tapping a bunch and stuff and see if I could see my surroundings. So there you go. We'll just continue wandering and see if we can figure something out. Like we said before, really, what we need... That's a door we can't open? Oh, yeah, because this is... that very first room, I believe. Yeah, right. Because when we left... Hey, Happy New Year, Fofox! When we left last time, we hadn't really progressed much other than arriving in this late 17th century house, version of the house. So, when we left, we just start this whole arriving in the house over. Maybe we could find the matches or flint and steel or whatever this time. I don't know. We'll see.
Delphi. Text-to-speech.
July 19, 1692. To Thomas Durham, you are hereby permitted forthwith to apprehend and bring Susanna Morton in order to her examination relating to high suspicion of sundry acts of witchcraft. The court seeks justice for acts committed by her upon the bodies of Mary Talcott and Mercy Lewiston of Salem Village, whereby great hurt and damage hath been done. Should you succeed, her lands and estate shall be bequeathed unto your family forthwith. Superior Court of Essex County.
Blood of Durham. Is this the original house?
And a door friggin' unlocks too. Right as you... I don't like the fact that the presence or the house or whatever is trying to help you. I feel like that's gonna lead to tears. I could be mistaken, but I feel like this might be a bad thing. Yeah. Oh! Well, if you tap with your cane, you draw the presence to you, right? So I forgot until just a little bit before starting the stream today, I was going to off camera, play in the game and tap a whole bunch so I could see what the crap is in the house and stuff, just so I could like get a better idea of the layout and stuff. But I forgot to do that. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do that after all, like on stream.
I cast you out.
So this is one of the big reasons why Okay, so I don't know for sure, right? This is part of when you play blind, you don't actually know. Okay? But I get the feeling. We're going to close this door again. I'm going to do this a little bit differently too. I'll say that in a sec. So I get the feeling that whatever his name was, Durham, right? Thomas Durham, I think is the guy's name. That's why it's Blood of Durham, like his blood. So you'll note that the letter he received from the town, talking about how the woman was accused of witchcraft, right? You'll note that the letter at the end said, you'll inherit her lands. Yeah, seriously, I hope so too. This house is messed up. Anyway, so it said, you'll note that the letter says that all of her lands get transferred to him, Thomas Durham, upon her being tried and put to death for witchcraft. What do you want to bet? They falsely accused her, although they may have not done it just to get her out of the way. I think that they were religious zealots, right? Freaking out about something they couldn't explain or whatever, right? So they accused her of witchcraft, and then she was tried and convicted and killed, right? Salem witch trials kind of a thing. This is in that area of the US, right? But here's the thing. Thomas Durham was supposed to apprehend her. I think he somehow discovered that she wasn't actually guilty of witchcraft, but he apprehended her anyway because he was greedy for the property. And in so doing, brought a curse upon himself and possibly a curse upon the house. And that curse has remained to this day. I feel like that could be what's going on. I obviously don't know. But it's very suspicious that they say, hey, you're going to get all the property, and then the house is haunted for centuries. Right? So, yeah.
This homestead still feels godless. I wonder when that feeling of peace shall arrive. Has my savior been delayed in his travels?
Now, I feel like that peace is not going to arrive because you, sir, are basically guilty of murder. And on top of that, it's the murder of possibly somebody who's incredibly powerful. Now, I was just saying I don't think she was guilty of witchcraft. It's also possible she was, but still shouldn't have been killed over it. But in his greed, So that's maybe what's actually going on. Maybe it's that she is actually a witch, and he was greedy and basically ensured that she would be killed so that he could have the house afterwards. One of those two. I'm not totally sure which or anything, but I feel like it's one of those. Either she was falsely accused, or what? That set of stairs right there, that small little set of stairs here, weirds me out because there. See, like this. Oh, and then see, this goes up more. We hadn't done this before. We'd gone through. Oh, I'm glad I tapped there because now I know there's an upstairs. Okay. So I'm going to want to go back down first. I'm going to want to trigger where she says I need some matches or something. I want to trigger that first, I think, and then upstairs are probably going to be the matches we want. Okay, this is the room where we saw a whole bunch of kindling and stuff, but we never ended up finding any kind of tinder and flint and stuff. Not. And that just goes, there's no door, just a doorway, so...
We shall not starve, we...
Husband, the animals, they've taken ill.
Yeah, see, I feel like this is... Now, so I say scratch the first thing I said, the first theory. I feel like she was a witch, but in messing with her, they brought a curse on themselves, I think is what actually happened. Okay, so that's another door. Okay, this is the...
Husband,
Everything's
how
rotten
has
here.
this food spoiled so soon? We only arrived yesterday. Gross. Everything here is just disgusting.
Yeah, tell me how you really feel, Cassie. Tell me how you really feel. Okay. So that's... Remember that from last time. Okay, this is the room with the tinder and stuff. Kindling. Not tinder, but kindling. Yeah. Well, yeah, because this was back late 1700s, right? Or, sorry, late 17th centuries, late 1600s, like 1692-ish, right? So they would have been farmers, almost all. I mean, there were some differences. There were in bigger cities, obviously, some other types of people, I'm sure, obviously. And there were also... Here's that closet we found before as well. And there were also... out away from cities, people like lumberjacks and stuff, right? So you would have had other occupations, but a huge percentage of the population, especially in a place like Salem in 1692, would have been farmers. I don't know what all cities other than Salem existed at the time. I assume New York, at the time, New Amsterdam probably still existed. Probably had Boston. So you had some bigger cities. They wouldn't be huge cities, right? But they, I don't know, 20,000 people maybe or something-ish, probably around this time. So you would have had kind of big cities, but somewhere like Salem, not so much.
My attempts at tending to this land have been poor at best, disastrous at worst. Seeds cannot take root, and what is left of the crops have sickened and crumbled to dust.
Yeah. That's because you're cursed, dude. I'm pretty sure it's I messed with a witch and now I'm paying the price. Alright. We have to... open a door. What? There.
The sounds that come from these surrounding woods give me pause. Is there a native threat? Or has something foul remained?
Pretty sure something foul's remained, bro. Sax, I don't like with the demon and the witchcraft and thing. What don't you like about it? Well, it's scary, real. Well, yeah, it's real. I mean, I think so. I believe witchcraft and demons and stuff like that are real. I don't know about, like, demons like you see in stuff like the Diablo game, but yeah, I think there are really demons and really witches and freaks me the hell out too, by the way. Okay, this we've already seen. This is where we were with the candles and this stuff in the first room. This goes back to the very first room. All right, if I go straight across here, it's a door that won't open. Yep. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, because you don't know what kind of power other things have, I really don't like the idea of messing around with stuff. Like, there's a difference between, like, saying the stuff's evil or bad or whatever and you want to stay away from it, something like that. That's one thing. But, like, to, like, charge up and try to put it in its place or something because it's evil or because you think it's evil, that's, I mean, that's a whole different thing. And I feel like if you don't know the power of something, because think about it, like, just in general terms, I'm not saying you shouldn't fight against what you believe is evil or wrong or whatever. I'm just saying, like, let's say you're running a military campaign. Are you going to go charge after the opponent, your enemy, whoever it is, with, say, 1,000 men, without ahead of time trying to figure out the potential strength of the enemy and whatever kinds of dangers it might pose? Like, what if they have tanks and you charge with a bunch of horses? Or if let's go more science fiction-y, what if you send out a few, let's say we get, I don't know, the equivalent of like jet fighters except in space or whatever. Okay, you send a bunch of those out, let's say. But you really don't know anything about the enemy and it just blasts all your guys to smithereens, right? It's I mean, when you don't have a choice, it's different. But if you have the ability to at least investigate and figure something out, yeah, okay, that's when we already did. That's what I thought. Why would you not, right? That doesn't make any sense to me to just go through. Okay, if we opened all the doors down here, I feel like we still have one to go because there's the room we had before where she had the overgrowth, right? There were all the roots and stuff, and she said she needed matches. So we have to find that somewhere. And I don't know where that is. So go through here. This goes back to... What? Yeah, it's just like a little hall, right? It's not that long. It opens out into here. There's like some gross rotting stuff coming up in this direction. Then there's also... Where was that other door, though? I don't remember where we found that in relation to Room of Grossness. Spoiled food. I guess because how she's being shown is as if she's there. Maybe that's why. But I mean, this stuff would have been 1692. So unless Cassie actually was transported back to 1692, which I'm not putting it past that possibility, the food wouldn't be gross anymore, right? Because it would all be gone. It would have totally rotted into dirt, if nothing else. Okay, so there's this with the kindling, sticks for a fire and stuff. Is this the... Ah, this might be... Oh, yeah, there we go.
Maybe fire would help open the door. Now for some matches. Okay. Where can I find matches?
There we go. That was the one. Okay. And this is in the room with what? This is in the room with the kindling and the sticks and stuff. Okay. And the cupboard that has the little short thing where the door won't open. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. But anyway. So now I just need to go back to where there's this few stairs up and a few stairs down. And then turn and go up the side staircase that goes upstairs. Yeah, well, right. I mean, I'm assuming she sees with AC. I'm just saying, and I mean, if she's looking at it, seeing it, I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to be gross. I'm just saying, I think it's kind of funny because in reality, it's not actually there. Seeing what somebody sees doesn't make something real, right? Okay, there's the with a chest where we can hide in. And then where is... Dang it. I would have gone up the stairs earlier, but I didn't want to go up and then have nothing be up there because we had not triggered the change. We'll find it here in not too long, I think. Just wandering places we haven't really wandered before. Okay, so that's back to the room with kindling. Okay, this is close, I think. This room. No, we just went in the same little hallway where there's the chest. Dang it. That's the original room. That's the spoiled room. Okay. So this goes back there, and then is it this other door here? There's somewhere that's... No, it's not through a door. Right? Because we were going up and down stairs without a door opening. Really? Okay. So it must be not this room, but a room maybe adjacent to this one where we get through. No. Somewhere. I would love to friggin' tap my cane all the time. But that stupid stinking presence, I'm not a big fan of drawing it to me. So... There's a door we came through. Somewhere around here. And then another door right here. No, it's not over here because this is just a bunch of stuff against the wall. Okay, so not this room either. Okay. So we now know it's not the room adjacent to the entrance where we very first start. And it's not the room with all the kindling and logs and stuff in it. Maybe it's the room adjacent to that? That's a door. We didn't go through a door to get to there. And those are the small doors that come out here, basically. There's another door. Let's see. Okay, here's a cocoon thing we can hide in. There we go. Now we're going up the stairs. Okay. I was like, somewhere we're going to find it, but I don't know where.
This place is damned. And I fear it is of my doing.
Well, like I said, you kind of did it to yourself, buddy. I mean, I'm not condemning the fact that you were against evil, what you perceive to be evil, witchcraft and stuff like that, but I would not just arrogantly... Okay. Oh, is there anything on the table? Wait. No, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. There's a lot of open area up here in this. So this must be just like a big hall, right, with a bunch of doors. Because there was a door over here at the beginning also. Yeah, okay. So now we'll go down the rest of the hall. See what other doors there are. And then, I guess, search room by room. Seems like the logical approach. And another chest to hide in here at the end. Okay. Open one at a time. Another friggin' cocoon. Jeez. The presence is so infested this house. It's not even remotely funny. Okay, so more. Oh, examine doll. What? Where? There. Once again, I can't see when that happens. So something scary happens, but I can't tell because I should have tapped with my cane and then examined the doll, I suppose, so I could see what the frick is going on with the doll. Every time I do a doll, it does like the weird, like, oh, like shock music sound or whatever, but I can't tell what happens, so I really don't know. Oh, so is that door? Wait, no. Yeah, we came in this door. Okay, so there's another door at the end over here to a closet. Maybe connects to another room. Not sure. This is continuing hall, or maybe the other, still the same hall, just another part of it. Yeah. Oh, no, that goes down. Hang on. Wait, what? So that goes back down. Oh, I see. We had come to the end of the hall on this side. Basically, the hall goes to the end here. There's a door and a room, which is basically the corner. If the hall were to continue, it would just be a corner of the hall. And then you come back out here, come out this door, and you're on the opposite end of the hall at the end. Got it. So the hall, basically, it's a big square going around. And in this corner, whatever corner, but in this corner, there's an opening to the hall this way and to the other end of the hall this way as the hall goes around. That's basically what we just did. All right. There are a lot of stacks of wood, so you would obviously, I think at least, guess that there would be something for lighting a fire near one of them. I would have thought downstairs and possibly upstairs as well. Maybe you have a couple places, just because you wouldn't want to burn through all your wood, but in case for whatever reason you and everybody in the house, everybody that lived there, were in one part, you'd probably want to heat everybody who was in that same area, right? So, all right.
Faith is not herself. My once peaceful wife is now troubled with fits of unrest at night. She moans. Things I cannot understand.
Yeah, I can tap and run and hide in the cocoon.
My husband claims she is a weaker vessel, which is why her ears are attuned to the sound of the devil's forked tongue. I went to examine this foul creature myself. But she is not what Thomas says. Susanna is young, vibrant, with warm eyes and a patient smile. The children in town, they say she can cure their ills. I am not sure whom I believe.
Stop unlocking the doors for me! Oh, god dang it. I don't like that. That's great. Thanks for opening the friggin' door, you jerk. Just lead me into your friggin' trap or whatever. Well, just to spite you, until I absolutely have to, because I've explored everything else, I'm going back into the friggin' hall. And we're going to try another room. So screw you, presents. Friggin' jerk. Okay. Yeah, so you could, like you were saying, you could tap and then run and hide in a cocoon or a chest. The problem is the tapping only illuminates a certain area. So then unless the chest or cocoon is close by, you're running around trying to find stuff, either tapping a whole bunch and drawing the presence more to you, or you're getting lost running in the darkness. And the presence, I don't think, I mean, I don't know, but I would guess the presence is probably not hindered by the darkness like you are, right? That's probably part of the difficulty of the game. Is not just that you can't really see unless you tap, but also that the presence has no problem seeing, I would assume. I mean, you would be...
They have gone to the Lord. Let us keep them tucked in their bed for now. We can sprinkle the hearth's ashes over them until we find a way.
No, not children. This goddamn place.
So this is the way that opened up. I just happened to connect to it anyway by going to another room. That's great, jerks. Fine, you win presents. I went in anyway. Yeah, so she'd be at a disadvantage anyway because she is blind. So she doesn't matter what the enemy would be. But the fact that the presence is drawn to sound. It looks like it's a cocoon. It is a cocoon. But you are not open. What? Oh, god dang it, really? You friggin' jerk. Shut the door behind me and now I can't go back. I need a source of fire, please. That would be preferable. So many cocoons. Oh my gosh. It's like the hatchery of evil here. Yeah, I could technically find you hiding too. Yeah, there's no guarantee just because you're hiding that it won't see you. I mean, you increase your chances of it not finding you, but it doesn't mean it won't find you, right? I mean, when I was in the area in the second chapter, right, where we were like in the 1940s or whatever, and I was up on that hill with all those gravestones, I was up over the hill away from the presence. The presence found me freaking anyway. I mean, I wasn't hiding, but I wasn't really near it, and it wasn't facing me. And I was like, if I just stay still, nope, it found me anyway. So I don't know. There's no guarantee hiding works, but it could help, obviously, sure. Possibly.
Delphi. Text to speech.
Illegible.
So, when are we writing a book on all the craziness? Okay, this looks like a list, but there's stuff crossed out. Circled with weird insignias doodled all over it. It says, items I currently possess. Salt, rosemary, and my sachets. Round this house I found a moth in its cocoon and the old skull from grandfather's prized ox. Surely these could serve some purpose. Below that there's a bunch of questions. Too unstable? Do I call the quarters before or after I open the circle? And what of a talesman? Would a doll suffice? I'm guessing this person didn't exactly know what they were doing. At the very bottom of the page is some sort of poem. Oh man of God, yet soulless be. Wow. Hold on a sec. Suddenly I feel like my throat's closing up. I gotta grab a drink, I'll catch you later.
Oh, god dang it. So the curse is spread to the dude that's helping out with the Friendly Eyes app? He's gonna be friggin' dead next time I use it. Watch. Just watch. You're gonna call, and he's gonna be like dead, or at least was carted off to the hospital and there's somebody else on Friendly Eyes instead. This friggin' presence, I swear. What? Why do I want to go where it's telling me to go? I don't want to go where the presence tells me to go. Because the presence is probably wants me dead. It's probably a friggin' jerk face. Ugh. This thing is friggin' evil, dudes. Seriously. I can't go out that way. I don't even remember if that's the way I came in. I don't think so. I think I came in the door opposite this way, over this other way. So am I still looking for a fire starter of some kind, or am I...
Will this be enough? I need help. He is coming again on the morrow, and with other townsfolk.
Back out to the hall? This is back out to the hall. So, what? Where? Here. So, is the other door... Oh, so we have a skeleton key, so maybe we can open some of these closed doors now? So if I try this other side, can I open that? Or was it just the skeleton key for this room? Well, skeleton keys are supposed to be universal keys. It unlocks any door, right? But... Yep. But this is out in the hall also. Okay, well, I don't yet see something with which to light a fire. So I don't think I want to go down. I think I want to find... I'm assuming we were pretty thorough last time, I think. I feel like we were pretty thorough. So I don't think we want downstairs. I think we want something up here. These cocoons are friggin' everywhere, dude. up there. Jeez, dude. Notice you don't hear stirring noise, though, for the house. Up here. I don't think you can attract, or I don't think you're currently attracting stuff right now. Okay. Since it doesn't say that it's stirring, like doesn't make any stirring noises, I'm gonna keep tapping around. See if is there something up here? No. It's a lantern, but no fire in it, of course. I wouldn't actually expect there to be fire in the lantern, not at present. It may be something you could... Yeah, see? The poor children. God friggin' dang it, stupid crap and jerk presents. I don't... This is a sign of a really good game. When even though you know it's just fiction and just, you know, make-believe, it really gets you invested in what happens to the people, the characters and stuff. You're going to hear, of course, fireworks and stuff because it's, you know, New Year's Eve. Where? Really? See, this is what I'm saying, though. Like, all these friggin' so many stinking cocoons. Jeez, dude. Breed much their presence? What the crap? See, I still don't see in all of this. I still don't see anything that indicates that I could start a fire. This is not awesome. And that goes downstairs. And then we're back here. So really on this outside area, there's just that. So this inside, I should say, set of rooms, it's just that. So really, outside is the... Something more inside there, maybe? But you can't access that. The cocoons that are there are in the way. So whether that actually is supposed to be something on the other side or not, at least right now, you can't access it. Alright, so continuing around. I've already been through here, but in case I missed something. And there are some things like this, like the cupboard and stuff, but I just don't get any kind of an indicator. Like, interact with this or anything similar, right? So I don't think I'm going to be able to start a fire with any of this stuff. Still nothing there either, yeah. I don't know. Oh, there's a... it's probably just a designer symbol, actually, though. Just something to make it look kind of nice. It doesn't look like it's any kind of a, you know, satanic thing or something. Yeah. See, with all this wood and stuff, I would totally expect... I mean, what... So there's nothing up here for lighting a fire. Okay, well...
We can hold out another few days until the path to the seaside melts. We did not have to eat those.
Yep. It doesn't seem to be bugged down here either. This means I can tap and see a little bit better. For now. But I still don't really see anything that I can use. There's that, but that's just the letter or whatever. Diary. Whatever it actually is. That's another page. It's like here. I was like, maybe right here. But no, there's not anything for lighting a fire. I don't understand where I'm supposed to find it. Oh, these open now. Oh yeah, we had this memory too last time.
Again. He calls my healing witchcraft, and he leers at my land as if 'twere a woman. I must fortify this place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not cool, man.
As the apple tree is anchored to this earth, so shall I root my soul. Protect this land against those who would do harm.
Ah, matches. Woohoo! So we had to go upstairs first. We had to find that there were stairs up first. Then we had to go up and experience the memories up there. Then so that's the sound. It just basically disappears, I guess, the doll. It said use, and then it went gone. Alright, so we get the matches. Where are the matches? Oh, these right here, I think.
You can do this.
I don't like the fact that she got super scared suddenly when she said, right before she said that. I feel like tapping now might be a mistake since we're moving on. Okay. We gotta find that room now. So there's that. Okay, we're going this way. Okay, here we go. Okay. O man of God, though soulless thou be, thy greed shall be the undoing of thee. This is what I'm saying. The dude got greedy. I feel like she wasn't well, and even when you held up the little totem or whatever she had, like the sticks tied together, she said that he finds her like healing herbs and stuff to be witchcraft. There's no friggin' way healing with herbs is witchcraft. But of course, you have the psychopaths who go all righteous indignation on people.
Nothing alive except for that tree. But not for long. I don't fully know what's going on, but that tree's got to go.
Maybe she shouldn't say this stuff out loud. Like, I don't mind her narrating, but they should have it, like, italicized or something, that she's thinking it. Because, can I burn these roots? How can I get through? Here? No? Over here? I have to go a different way, apparently. Oh, here are stairs. Oh. Turn toward this. Why do I feel like this is something maybe we don't want to be approaching?
The covert lies still and seek to take off from the innocent and meek.
I couldn't quite make out the first part. Something about coveting again. And then it said to take from the innocent and meek. So. Oh, right. Because I have the skeleton key.
Lock feels rusted. Could probably bash this thing right off.
Okay, so I need something. I probably... Oh, okay, it stops me. I was like, I probably don't want to go down there. I was going to see if it was going to stop me or not. Looks like it just blocks your way. Which is probably a good thing. If you fell from that, it's probably end of the game. I mean, well, reload. Obviously, where the last save point was, but... Okay, so we're going down these stairs now. What in the... What? Wow. Huh. Okay. Another one of those buildings. I don't know what those buildings signify. Not sure what they're supposed to represent, really. But... Okay. Just exploring around a bit. Might as well. Oh. A bonnet.
My husband had always said the bonnet represented our purity, covering our wickedness. She never wore one. Her curls were always wild and free. I left a bonnet on a doorstep. Nobody ought to be denied entrance to paradise.
Oh.
Burn the witch! Put that vile woman to the torch!
No. All I have done is aid the ill and unfortunate.
Man, I know it's just a story, But the fact that there were actually really Salem witch trials is so aggravating to me. Like, there is a lot of good that comes from religion and for people trying to follow religion. And then there are the psychopaths who take it way too far. So annoying and really upsetting. Anyway.
Husband, the animals, they've taken ill.
Yeah, I guess that's it. And then we just go in here. Oh, don't like the sound of that. There's still not present stirring. Doesn't mean there's not danger, right? The last version of this house, there were dolls, psychos shooting at you all the time. So just because the presence isn't stirring doesn't mean there's not danger. Okay. I feel like that cry was probably an animal suffering or dying, because they say like the animals are dying or whatever, but pretty much just one path here. Oh, hi. Hi there, psycho skull thing.
Bet I can get that lock off now.
Not like that the presence decided to come join me, but fortunately it's not red anymore, so hopefully if I don't bang around we can get back outside. Jeez. Notice how the presence is basically echoing. Well, you could say it's just echoing, like it's repeating what people say, but especially more recently, it's not really been repeating what people say so much as specifically what the super zealots have said. Right? Whoa, I don't want to go that way, do I? No. I need to go around. This way? Maybe. It's a whole lot more wind now that I have the mallet, too. I feel like maybe the presence creates some of the wind. And that was the bonnet from before, I think. Okay. Now we're here again.
Why do you do this? What sin have I committed other than to be a woman alone with defenseless land?
I mean, I don't want Cassie to die is the thing, right? Other than having Cassie die, though, I kind of feel like I'm rooting for the presence in a way, because the guys were just a bunch of jerks.
Can you tell me what the hell I'm looking at here?
Just walk straight ahead. Don't hesitate, just go.
Excuse me?
You deserve to be down there. You belong down there. Duro.
What the?
I have not wronged you or your god. I have only been blessed with lands you desire.
Hello?
Hey, surprised you answered. I thought you'd be on a plane back to Phoenix. As cold as a witch's tit up here.
Wait, you're here?
Well, here as in Logan. I'm at the car rental. Traffic's hell because of the storm, so I'd wager an hour to Gloucester, maybe 2.
Storm?
You already sound like a true native.
I just didn't expect you to...
Of course you didn't. Look, I mean what I say. I don't play games. I said I'd be there, and I will. 2 hours tops.
Fine. I think I need to follow the owl.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be using friendly eyes anymore. Or Nick is possessed now or whatever. That's friggin' terrifying. That the fact that he was even remotely connected to this because he'd been helping you see things made the presence able to take over him. What the frig, dude? That is just so messed up. Alright, Owl, I'm following. I just wanted to see what was over on the other side. Hi. Hi, Owl.
Oh, spirits, bind his blood to and blight this land. I wish it be. Are you not afraid of my retribution? If I truly am the devil's bride, would I not blight this land of yours? Curse your new home, poison your fruit, pox on your bloodline.
I wonder if Cassie's in the same bloodline and she doesn't know it.
The axe! Time to get chopping.
Abandon fire! We ought to hang this witch by the land we are losing in his name. Look! This branch will bear the linger. Fetch me a rope.
Oh god, I was trying to cut the wrong thing.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I hope you can feel at peace now.
Run. You are the only Durham it tried to kill but could not. It wants you.
What? I thought I fixed this.
Come inside, Cassandra.
We can help.
I
The house is
can't.
burning. No!
Let us help you.
How am I supposed to trust you?
Because we are your blood.
My blood? Wait, I don't understand.
How? I don't know where I can go. Like, okay, I can't go that way. To go back up. It says run, but I'm not. Oh, there we go. I wasn't running.
Draw toward the fire.
I'm afraid.
Wait, darling. Hush. Wait. Now. It's gone.
You know where you need to go.
What is this? Why am I seeing this?
Who's there?
What is this?
Wait a minute. What's that? Something burning? Alicia!
No.
Sandra! Go down the path to the market. The place that has the candy, remember? Run, sweetheart! I love you!
Oh my god. Sandra as in Cassandra? Oh my god. Daddy!
I know you are frightened, my child, but you can trust us.
Alicia. Mom.
Jump!
I can't.
Trust me. Jump.
Okay.
My dear Cassandra, although your world is darkness, you are never alone.
Hang on. Why can I not? Oh. Okay, I don't want to get a copyright thing on this. I'm not sure.
I should give Serge a little privacy.
Oh, okay, so Serge is in the shower. We're going to do this and break it up. Sorry, it makes a little less, it makes it more anticlimactic, I realize, but...
Cassie!
Serge.
Thank God you're okay.
You couldn't wait another hour for me? You had to burn the house down?
I needed to do it.
Needed?
Yep.
Well, maybe this was a good thing after all. So, what the hell happened here? And are you okay?
Long story. And I'm okay. Never been better, actually. Now be a doll and help me up.
Wow. See all these things from her past. Perception was inspired by Susanna Martin, an ancestor of director Bill Gardner. Oh, the director for this game. Wow. Susanna was accused of witchcraft twice before being found guilty and hanged in 1692. We dedicate this game to anyone who has been misunderstood or misjudged, to anyone who has been underestimated, and to anyone who's been told they can't do something. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of overcoming of it. Helen Keller. That's cool. There you go. We finished Perception. Wow, I really like that game. Holy crap. So the presence was bad, right? The presence was a problem, but so basically Thomas Durham brought the curse on his family because because he basically out of greed snatched the land from Susanna Gardner. Susanna Gardner was tried twice for witchcraft and put to the stake. And in this storyline of this game, because he was greedy and he did that, it basically brought a curse on his family. So she was wrongly accused, and so she was wronged. And thus, with the curse, then the presence was haunting the house the entire time. And then Thomas Durham's descendants inherited the curse as they went along. So the first pair of people in chapter 1 were actually her parents. So I didn't get that from the beginning, but I guess she was an orphan. I guess. So because she was an orphan, she didn't know who her parents were. So those two in chapter 1 were her parents. The two in chapter 2, I think one of the two at least, were, I think the husband, I'm not positive, but one of the two were her grandparents, were Cassie's grandparents. And going farther back was Bosch and his dolls. And then going farther back than that, of course, all the way back, you learn the origins with Thomas Durham. And the only way she could get rid of the curse was, so the tree was actually her connection to her ancestors and their ability to help guide her, I guess. And the house and all the blight and everything of the house were the presence. So burning the house down at the end was what allowed her to stop the curse. Wow. It's a really good game. Really, really good game. Wow. Well done. Well done, Deep End. I love it. I love it. So good. And then creepy music at the end, of course. It's like with a horror movie, right? You just have creepy music at the end to go, oh yeah, by the way. I wonder if the presence is going to be like something rah right at the end. I wonder if there's a way, because the only time I was really in danger from the presence, well, other than I guess at the end, if you don't click the thing to do the trap, maybe the presence gets you if you don't do that. But other than that, the only time I was really in danger from the presence, I think, not storyline wise, but just in gameplay, was on the hill with all those gravestones. Because I feel like maybe if I could have run, maybe there was somewhere I could have run and then hid under one of those hospital beds that the wife had put inside to try to help out in World War II, right? So maybe that was a thing? Not sure. But I feel like, other than that, there were only places where it was like, oh, you need to hide from the presence now, or you need to run now and go and do the fire trap or whatever. There were definitely places where there was the presence, but it wasn't really like you were really at any risk, gameplay-wise, at least most of the time, from the presence actually killing you. Now that said, I did play with not using my cane very often unless I used it and didn't hear the fluttering insect sound. Then I was like, oh, the presence isn't listening, I guess. But otherwise, I didn't really use the cane except sparingly. So I wonder if you use it a ton in normal gameplay when you hear that sound, if you're in danger. Because it did say the presence or the house is listening earlier on. So I wonder if that's maybe a thing. Like, if you do use it too much, you are at risk. I assume. I mean, that's why I didn't use it a lot, because I assumed that would be a problem. But there are a lot of friggin' people here. But it's 2 columns. You have H's and S's. So I guess you just look at the right column, and when you get to the end on the right column, then you know you're done with... I'm guessing these are Kickstarter backers or something like that. So... Alright, well, we've got... When this finishes finally, we've got like 45 minutes left-ish. I mean, I could go for a little bit more. So... I wonder what we should play next. Continue one of the games from Halloween, I suppose, right? We could do Tormented, or Remothered Tormented Fathers, because we didn't finish that one. We only did like an hour and a half or something like that on Halloween. So I could continue that, or I could maybe finish. I don't know how long the other ones are. I might be able to finish one of the other ones. Friggin' doll, jerk. I hate you.